Hi everyone, today I have a tasty breakfast idea for you. Now a little while back I made shakshuka, which was eggs baked in a spicy tomato sauce. Now if you haven't seen that video, I'll put a link to it up here so you can go back and watch that. But this time I'm going to make green shakshuka, so all the ingredients are going to be green. We're going to use some spinach and some leeks and some garlic. I think it's going to be really tasty. It's the same idea. We're going to bake the eggs in this sauce that we're making, and let's go. I'll show you how to make it. We're going to start off by warming up some olive oil in a big large frying pan, and then we're going to add some leeks. So I've already cleaned and chopped the leeks. You want to use the white part and the light green parts only. This happened to be a very large leek, so I got a lot out of it. But they're very sandy, or they can be anyway, so it's a good idea to really rinse them well. And now we'll add them to the oil. Let's gloss them up in the olive oil. Leeks have a nice mild oniony flavor. They're in the same family. They smell wonderful and they add a wonderful flavor. And as these cook, they will soften up and get very tender. So let's just leave that for a few minutes. I have 2 cloves of garlic that I've minced. I'm adding that. I'm going to cook this just for 1 more minute until it gets fragrant. Stir it in with the leeks that are softening. This is going to be so healthy and tasty. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of salt and some freshly cracked black pepper. I want to have a little bit of a liquid going here, so I'm adding some vegetable broth. About a 1/4 cup. And I will just continue to cook this for a few minutes. Allow everything to continue to soften up. Now I'm adding some red pepper flakes for some heat. And I have a cup of frozen peas. So we'll cook these for a few minutes, give the peas a chance to defrost and cook a little bit before we proceed. And now I have a 19-ounce can of cannellini beans that I've drained and rinsed. And I'm going to add some parsley, keeping with our green theme. It's about 2 tablespoons of minced parsley. And now we'll give this a few minutes. Now that I've added the beans, I think it needs a little more liquid, so I'm adding a 1/4 cup of broth. The same vegetable broth. And just let it go. Now I'm adding a large amount of spinach, which you know will probably wilt down to not much. I'm also going to squeeze in the juice from half a lemon. I've cut it into little pieces here so it makes it easier to squeeze. Lemon juice makes everything better. Oop. That seed out of there. There we go. Now we're just going to wilt this spinach down. I'm going to put the lid on. Let this go for a little bit. Our spinach is wilting. I'm just tossing everything together. And now the fun part happens. We're going to crack our eggs into this dish. I have 4 very large farm fresh eggs. I'm trying to spread the spinach out evenly. I'm just going to make little welts in here. I'm going to crack the eggs. add a tiny bit more pepper to the top of these, black pepper. And I'm gonna put the lid on, I'm gonna lower the heat, and then these are gonna cook for about 8 minutes. So lowering the heat so it's just simmering. What you wanna see is the whites of the egg set, and then you want the yolk to still be a little runny. And then we're gonna enjoy this with a little cheese sprinkled on top and some beautiful Italian bread. Just pulled the lid off to check on, and they're still a little runny around the edges. I think I'm gonna cook them for 2 more minutes with the lid off. Doesn't that look good? Let me zoom in for you. I think we're ready. We're gonna plate these now. We have some avocado sliced up, and I think this is gonna be a beautiful breakfast. Here we go with some avocado all around. I'm sprinkling on some Romano cheese. It's time to dig in. Let me add some bread here. Wow. How's that? So good. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you try that recipe because it was really tasty. It was beautiful too, wasn't it? And very good for you. So don't forget to share this video with your friends. Subscribe if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up. I'll see you next time, and let me know if you make it. And if you do, put a picture down in the comments below because I'd love to see what you're cooking up to. Bye.